Here are our pick of the films being released in Britain and Ireland during May 2018. In I Feel Pretty, an ordinary woman wakes from a fall, believing she is suddenly the most beautiful and capable woman on the planet. She lives her life fearlessly, but what will happen when she realizes her appearance never changed? Mary and the Witch's Flower is an animated tale about a girl who discovers an old broomstick and a strange fly-by-night flower. Together, the flower and the broomstick whisk Mary away to a school of magic, where there are terrible things happening and she must risk her life to try to set things right. In July 1976, an Air France flight from Tel Aviv to Paris was hijacked and forced to land in Entebbe, Uganda. The Jewish passengers were separated and held hostage in order to release terrorists held in Israeli prisons. The Israeli government sent an elite commando unit to raid the airfield and release the hostages. Life of the Party follows a housewife who decides to go back to college when her husband suddenly dumps her and ends up in the same class and school as her own daughter. She embraces freedom, fun, and frat boys on her own terms, finding her true self in a senior year no one ever expected. When Romeo and Juliet return home one day to find that everyone in their garden is missing, they recruit renowned detective Sherlock Holmes and his sidekick Watson to investigate the mysterious disappearance of other garden ornaments. Through a series of daring escapades deep within a dark and dangerous criminal underworld, Han Solo meets his mighty future co-pilot Chewbacca and encounters the notorious gambler Lando Calrissian in a journey that will set the course of one of the Star Wars saga's most unlikely heroes. Edie is an elderly woman who, in the aftermath of the death of her controlling husband, decides to fulfill a lifelong dream and overcome a lifetime of bitterness and resentment. She decides to try and capture a little of the magic she had as a young girl by climbing a Scottish mountain. In Show Dogs, Max, a macho solitary Rottweiler police dog, is ordered to go undercover as a primped show dog in a prestigious dog show, along with his human partner, to avert a disaster from happening. Parvana is an 11-year-old girl growing up under the Taliban in Afghanistan in 2001. When her father is wrongfully arrested, she cuts her hair and dresses like a boy in order to support her family by becoming the breadwinner. She embarks on a quest to find her father and reunite her family. The Little Vampire is the story of Rudolph, a 13-year-old vampire whose clan is threatened by a notorious vampire hunter. He meets Tony, a mortal of the same age, who is fascinated by old castles, graveyards, and vampires. Tony helps Rudolph in an action and humor-packed battle against their adversaries. Full details of all these films and trailers are available on our site. Join us for more film news and information.